Aussies in Samoa.
Talofa, welcome back to our channel.
Malo.
Today's adventure was to the black sand beach. Aganoa?
I think so. I'd say Aganoa, but you don't pronounce the G. It's an ng.
So we're going to keep this one a big surprise. Or so James thinks.
Yeah. We don't want to tell you where it is. Oh no, Paula, what'd you put that up for?
So if you look on Google Maps, it'll show you Aganoa beaches here, but it's not there. It's down, you turn left at the Cross Island Road, not right.
Well, there is a black sands beach the other way, but we've read reviews that it's pretty terrible and quite a bad, well, drive, but hike. I don't think you can make it to it. This one you can drive right up to the beach.
I must say, though, it is a track.
It was a rough road, but we made it through. You wouldn't make it through in a little car.
So the centre of the verge wasn't really mowed?
Yeah, it wasn't cut down, so it was quite high, so I was skimming on the underplate quite a bit. But we've got the X-Trail and it handled it fairly well. I wouldn't have wanted it to be any higher, and there wasn't any rocks in the middle that we came across, so that was good.
I think they'd laid concrete in the marshy bit, so, you know, there was a bit of grip and that sort of stuff. Street light in the middle of the jungle.
Street light. So yeah, you'll see this place is like in the middle of the jungle. When you see some of the drone footage, it is unbelievably in the middle of nowhere.
So I think it was about 5 Ks off from the turn off, but it was a long 5 Ks.
Yeah, it took a while. What was this?
Surprise. You found it. You can't remember?
The blowhole. Yeah, so we'd passed one previous, and then I was like, oh, better have a look at this. So there was a hole in the ground, and it was coming up through from the ocean, obviously, and down about, I don't know, about 5 or 6 odd metres.
Well, it was pretty cool. So there was like this was all lava rock, and you could almost see like the lava tubes that we were driving over to get to the beach.
Yeah, so I actually got in the car and asked everyone to take their seatbelts off and wind down their windows. You never know when one of those are going to produce themselves, I suppose.
Yeah, it was a bumpy road, and then we were driving over lava tubes as well, but we got there.
It was a long drive.
It probably took us, it said supposed to take 42 minutes. I think it took us nearly 2 hours, hey?
Well, it took us on this road, it probably took us about the 42 minutes just on this dirt track alone.
But it was beautiful, and we had the whole place to ourselves.
And there's a bin there, which was fantastic to have a bin. Put your rubbish in. Keep Samoa beautiful, please.
Or pick up after other people and put it in the bin. I think we took our rubbish with us, but put other rubbish in the bin.
Now the sand, as per a review, we saw the sand is the softest sand we've been to, and like you would go down like, I don't know, a couple of feet when you stood on the ground. It would just sink straight in. I suppose the volcanic rock and the sand combined just made it like super soft.
It was like clay. So yeah, you probably sunk in maybe about 3-4 inches down. But the coral there was nice. There was a lot of colour coral. There wasn't much fish, but it's quite rough.
It's very rough. You will see. I climbed this tree all the way to the end. Do you believe me?
Tarzan.
Now you'll see here. Wait until you see the beach. The coral is literally 10 feet from the beach, if that. So here we go. Once you see the beach, I mean, it is right there. I've never seen anything like it.
So there was a lot of plate coral, and it's right there. So, and there isn't a reef out further. So this is where the waves are breaking. So there's a bit dumpy and a bit slushy.
Slushy, good word, slushy.
That's the technical word for it, if anyone's curious.
So here we go. There's the beach and there's the coral. Check that out. So, I mean, by the time if you don't see that, we didn't see that from the drone initially. By the time you put your flippers on, you're on top of the coral straight away.
Yeah, you had to go around it to get in.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend, if you're not a strong snorkeler, I would be very cautious here because the tide moves very quickly. Because the beach drops off pretty pronounced, it drops off. The tide moves quite heavily up and down, and therefore the water going across the coral is moving very rapidly.
Yeah, we only took Poppy out for a little snorkel because it was just too rough to take her over there. But, you know, it was worth seeing. It was like plate coral layered on top of plate coral. It was pretty cool, but yeah, it was a bit hairy in some situations. And see how there's like channels down through the coral? Yeah, it was kind of like sucking you down through the channels. You'd like think you were going to have a little look, and yeah, you'd get to the dead end and have to turn around.
Yeah, and those channels were very deep. I mean, you know, we're looking at about 10 foot deep, some of those channels. And when you first got in there, before the fish really got to see you, there was some really big fish in there.
Yeah, they hid pretty quickly. I don't think they're used to people.
So when we arrived at the gate, the first house, there is a valet right on the gate where we expected to pay some tala. When we arrived, the first house, a gentleman came out of there. We waited for him to come out, and he was very, very nice and asked us what we were up to, told him we were volunteering in Samoa, and he said, enjoy your time, and advised us where to go. We said, do we give you some tala? And he said, the matai further on down in the village will stop you for some tala.
I think they only charge around 10 tala a car too, so it's a bargain.
Yeah, so we were looking at every house. We probably passed about maybe 5 or 6 houses along the trail, and we were looking at every house and slowing down, waiting for someone to come out, but no one did. And then the last house right down on the beach, beautiful location, there didn't seem to be anyone there, so maybe that was the gentleman that was going to collect the money, but he wasn't there. On our return, we stopped at the last house again, and the guys just said, have a great day. They weren't too concerned, and actually he said you're more than welcome to come back anytime you like, even on a Sunday. So thank you very much. It was a great experience.
Oh, it was pretty special. Just look at it. It was like paradise. You can see the debris in the water, like it was slushy.
Slushy.
I don't know what word
so,
is it.
Yeah, it was picking up all the sand. Here we go. Here's something. It's so open, the water, that I was saying to Paula, we only saw this when we were cutting the footage.
There he is.
Is that him? No,
yeah,
that was the white marker.
Him. No, that was him.
Well, here you go.
And here he comes again. See how close he is to the beach?
Do you have another shot of him, or was that
him?
No,
that's it.
So that was a shark. So when we were swimming in the very open water, I was saying to Paula, if we're going to see a shark, this is a place to see one. And we hadn't seen it, and I hadn't seen it on the drone, but on cutting the film, we did see it.
I was like messaging James going, oh my God, you got a shark, finally!
And I was like, oh my God, I've got a shark. Oh no.
I said to our daughters, I'm never going to get James back in the water again.
Paula wants to swim with sharks. I am not that kind.
I'm so excited. I would swim towards it.
I'll push her towards it.
So this is what you do when you go to paradise and you're 6 years old.
Well, she had a big swim, and then she had some food, and she had a little downtime, but then she got back in again.
Yeah. She definitely needed a break because it was rough, and she got dumped a few times. Like the drop off was dumpy.
Yeah, on the beach it dumps you quite good. The waves were coming in and rolling you over.
I'm so eloquent today, slushy and dumpy. Hi, Poppy.
Hello.
Look at that. So it's not as black as some black sand beaches that we've been to. Like we've been to some in Vanuatu, but what it is it's like the volcanic rock is like worn down. Check this out. So the tide was definitely going out while we were there, and it was shallow across the top of the coral. The coral was coming out of the water. There you can see the black volcanic sand there. But look how blue the water is. It was so blue.
Oh, it's just lovely. We will certainly be going back to this location. I will drone everything before I get in the water.
Looking for sharks. So you can see like the waves are crashing up against the reef and the wall. So you know there was a swell and a tide.
Yeah, you can see that there's a bit of a channel before the coral close to the edge, but I think it'd be quite difficult to. There you go. I climbed that tree again.
Still trying to climb it.
I think it'd be quite difficult to snorkel along that current. I probably wouldn't try it, but Paula did go out further around the outside of the coral.
It had been raining early in the morning, and there looked like there was a bit of a storm offshore. So I wonder whether it would be different on a calm day. And I think we'll try next time we go. We'll go on a calm day. But you can see there it was just plate coral on plate coral. It was pretty cool. I was in search of fishes.
Starfish.
Ooh ha ha.
Oh, that's shark bait.
Trying to get all creative with the drone. Hi!
I think I'm getting better with the drone.
I reckon he's doing awesome with the drone. It's like he's improved, gold star material. Look at this.
That's like picturesque, isn't it? That's beautiful.
It's like a postcard.
It's just so beautiful.
We're so lucky. We're lucky to be looking at this.
You wouldn't get better anywhere in the world. You might get something on par, but you wouldn't get better.
No.
Look at that plate coral, just layer upon layer. And here you go, it's just jungle. It's just in the middle of nowhere. You cannot even see the track coming into the beach.
Yeah, it was covered. This is probably, one of the most remote places we've been to while we've been in Samoa.
Apart from last weekend.
I know, but that was at this stage.
I know.
We made a new, we found some new hidey holes last week.
Yeah, we got some content of a remote village, so stay tuned for that one. And we were going through some footage that's coming up of Leuana resort. We spent a couple of nights there for our birthdays, and it was beautiful. Beautiful resort. And in the cutting of that footage, I, unbeknownst to me, took some film of a lionfish, and I was up very close to it. So look forward to that. Once I saw it, I was like, oh my god.
I was enjoying some mummy time with Poppy having her iPad. That was so worth it. I just got to float and be by myself.
Just have a look at that, all to your own.
I wonder what the rich people were doing.
The beauties of Samoa. All we needed was cheese and crackers.
Oh, I found some cheese. I was very excited. I'm so excited. I'm still looking for some Jats crackers, but I found some crackers and cheese, and it was the best thing I've ever eaten. I swear to God.
Oh my God, we got some mainland cheese, vintage cheese. I think we've been through 2 blocks in a couple of days.
Yeah.
And I got some Ritz crackers yesterday. Yummy.
Look at me, I've got my flippers on my hands. Just enjoying the life.
You look like a pink donut.
I think it's a pink blowhole.
Is it?
I don't know why I had it. I thought Poppy was coming in. Hi, Poppy. Hi, James. Hi, Coral.
Hello. So yeah, that reef, look at it right there. So yeah, you can't really see that without the drone. So if you come to this beach, don't go straight in there, guys. Or if you do, be prepared for coral. When we were swimming, or when we were getting in after this, we would go down the beach about 20 meters or so and then go in. Here I am, telling you how beautiful this place is. Bellissimo.
In gibberish, apparently.
Poppy was going, "What are you saying, Dad?" Blip, bloop, blip, blop. Because I know the drone can't hear me, but I was saying this place is amazing.
Oh, look, you had a haircut too. So James wears a hat while he's snorkeling so he doesn't get sunburned.
Yeah. Because sunscreen gets in your eyes.
It really does.
Is there a song about that? Sunscreen gets in your eyes? No, I don't know. It does, and it really stings.
If not, watch out for that hit.
DJ Cowboy, hit me up.
See, we're back in the jungle. It's like we could have filmed our own episode of Survivor. Look at that. Maybe you could get work next time they film over here. She just loved it.
There she goes. Get ready. Set. Run, Poppy, run. Bush.
She was getting knocked around by the dumpers.
I think, do you say me get smashed?
Yeah, later on.
Yeah, I was coming out of the water and I got dumped.
I was so impressed with the footage from the drone. Like, it was so detailed and precise. Like, look at those waves.
Aww, thank you, darling.
Aw, isn't it nice that we like each other?
Sometimes.
Now look, see, your feet are like swallowed by the ocean. The sand was soft. It was hard to slog. I realised I didn't take the GoPro up. Oh, look at you, showing your tramp stamp. I didn't take the GoPro up the beach, but there was like a little shelter out there with a couple of canoes.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
It was probably good fishing there, I would say, because it was so deep. Like, the drop-off was like drop.
So here I am trying to get the drone to follow me because I thought it had a follow me feature, but it actually doesn't. So you have to do it manually, and I wasn't real good at it.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes frustration.
Definitely on that day. No, this is where you're going along trying to find the blowhole.
I was trying to get a bit creative here, but it was jutting out in different locations, so I didn't want to get too close, and I was fairly close to the water.
Oh, look at that. That's like, you can make a screensaver.
Really, look how rough that is. So swimming in amongst that is a bit risky.
Yeah, we're not at that stage.
I know how to get some sharks to swim with you. I'll hang some like bait fish off your toes or something.
Yeah, I'll pass. Mr. Jimmy and his lava. This is where she gets dumped, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
She had a good day. Hey! She loves it. She's a water baby, our girl.
When are we going back here again?
Well, we do have a visitor coming from Australia this week. I don't know whether we'd planned to take her there, did we?
Yeah, we haven't worked out our 100% plans. We're headed to Savoy on Thursday. So in the next couple of weeks you'll get some more Savoy footage. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the 10 days she's here.
Coming back to vacations. Look out for that one.
This is you getting dumped. Woohoo!
Oh, yeah. I got smashed there.
He's also got to remember to put the GoPro on normal speed.
Yeah, it keeps going fast for me.
Still trying that tree.
Okay, we hope you enjoyed, guys. Look out for our next trip to Liawana. Liawana, I think.
I don't know. It's a resort near the cave pool.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Like and subscribe. Hope you have a great day. Bye.